out on the perimeter. Great job.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. At the 35, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're lining up to boot it away. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Looking for a man. It's Dalton. And they got him for the sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And the Gators will punt this one away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The quick out. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman trophies.
He Lets one fly deep. Makes a catch at the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Gators have moved it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's Dalton. Using his feet to buy time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Gator.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's...
He'll take the deep shot. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 21-7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They try to get it outside on the left. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like...
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll pull it on the read. Now the toss. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 7 with the carry.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick this one away.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Gators will hustle to the line. He leaves it with his back. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down, and they give it back up now to their offense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have...
He's going to let it go. He's got it down the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down. Got a man, it's Lockett.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. They're usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide and give him the rock.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 13.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kansas State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. 8.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run the toss. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football. Success.
Gets away from one, finds room. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance at coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Shakes off the tackler. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offense.